Hey guys, I hope all of you are having a wonderful Sunday. I know that today is one of those days where it's usually a family day, and when you are separated from your spouse, it really hurts very badly because you're not able to do the same things that you did when you were a family. Well, I just encourage you all to really be patient and really be encouraged because the word I'm going to be doing today is that things will change suddenly. So I know we've heard this so many times. We always hear, things will change suddenly, from so many different people. And you're just like, I'm sick of hearing it. Well, it's true, guys. Right now, you could be living your life this way. It's like you're getting up every day, you're going to work, you're coming back, you're eating dinner, taking the dogs for a walk, putting the kids to bed, whatever you're doing. And all of a sudden, you will see a shift in your life. Your spouse will reach out to you and start communicating again. Kingdom spouses, your spouse, will maybe reach out randomly and, just wanting to see how you've been. Okay. Maybe you're in still communication with your spouse, and instead of your spouse coming to the house and picking up the kids and basically acting really arrogant and mean and cold, or not even coming in or just waiting outside, maybe they'll start coming in the house and maybe like saying, how are you? And conversating with you, or maybe just occasionally texting you more. And then the other person that maybe isn't hearing from their spouse at all, and there's been no communication, will randomly get a text, opening up communication. Then you'll start consistently seeing some change. But here's the thing, guys. Expect things to not necessarily go smooth constantly. Okay? Again, it's going to be double-minded. Maybe you might talk more for an entire week, and all of a sudden they might ghost you again for a few days. But the fact of the matter is things are changing and they're shifting. Now, where we end up in sin and we end up showing ungratefulness is when God is showing us the change. Spiritual warfare still exists, okay? We end up getting impatient, or we end up getting, like as naturally as humans, we want more and more. So maybe your spouse is talking to you more, but instead of being patient and happy that they're talking to you more, and maybe just shifting back and forth, you want them to maybe hold your hand, or you want them maybe to, call you babe, or you want them maybe to ask you out on a date or kiss you. And the fact of the matter is we have to be patient, and we have to enjoy this process. Because something I've learned is when you don't enjoy the process, all you're doing is making yourself miserable. Because the fact of the matter is restoration and reconciliation is a process. Okay? It's a process, guys. So I'm sure you've heard a lot of people talk about how it takes about 4 years to truly be restored. Okay, and that's working constantly. Okay, it's not this quick fix. Okay, something as humans is we always want a quick fix. And the fact of the matter is anything that's meant to last, okay, takes time. And anything that you get quick and anything that is very easy usually doesn't last. I know I've noticed it. Anything that takes a long time always turns out better. For instance, okay, now this is a tip for all of you that you can use, and I'm going to use an analogy and a metaphor to this. So when I make meatballs, I've been making meatballs since I've been out of the womb. Okay, I've done them every single way. I've cooked them on the stove top. I've cooked them in the oven. I've cooked them in the crock pot. I've cooked them all different ways. I noticed over the years that the best way they turn out, where everybody loves them, and I've seasoned them all the same thing. I've done the same thing with all of them. Used the same meat, all of that. They always turn out best in the crock pot. And the reason why is it's cooking low and slow. They melt in your mouth. I've cooked them on the stove, low and slow, and still didn't turn out the same. Okay, they just turn out best in the crock pot. Now, the analogy to that is I could go cook them on the stove and just sear them up real quick and throw some sauce on them, and they'll be all right. But they're not going to taste like they did if it went on and cooked all day. It's just not even your sauce. It's just the way that it is. Anybody knows this. So something that I've noticed is every time I cook something like a meat or something all day, or like briole, if anybody knows what that is, like your stuffed beef, you know, that is delicious with meatballs, or let's take like a roast of any kind. When you cook it low and slow, it always turns out best. Okay, like real tender. That is the same thing as your marriage. Your marriage, God could go and perform it in a day. But I'm telling you right now, it would be the same thing as just throwing something together on the stove real quick. Yeah, he could do that. But guess what? Is it going to, what's the word for it, be as good? They could end up just leaving again because the work wasn't done that really needed to be done. The healing wasn't done that really needed to be done. So I know that's an analogy that is not exactly the same, but it makes sense as far as the process of this. Okay, so some of you are just so upset because it's been taking so long, and I understand. But if it was done overnight, you wouldn't get the same effect. So I hope that this word motivated you guys. I hope that it has blessed you. I want to tell you all how much I love you and how much I appreciate you. You are all my family and brothers and sisters in Christ forever. If you would like to work with me, I am a restoration life coach. The Lord has equipped me in many, many ways. I have studied the mind of a prodigal. I once was a prodigal. The prodigal lifestyle, the journey of a prodigal, soul wounds, healing, deliverance, waiting on the promises of God, health breakthrough, financial breakthrough, marriage restoration journey, kingdom spouse journey. So if you would like help, I would love to help you. Again, email deadmarriagesredeemed@gmail.com, Facebook group Dead Marriages Redeemed. If you guys could, please like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. It helps out my channel a lot. I appreciate it, and I'm trying to reach as many people as the Lord wants me to. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.